Hey toy collectors, welcome to another super exciting, outrageous toy review. Today we're taking a look at Masters of the Universe Origins Panther, flocked and unflocked. Aside from the realistic fur burst and collector's edition markings, the packaging appears to be the same. Fiercely obedient to Skeletor, Panther carries his nefarious master into combat. Love that artwork. By the way, I really want a toy of this rhinoceros man. He looks like Skeletor from New Adventures of He-Man, but with a medieval twist. The lower portion of the package shows that his saddle is removable, he is a posable figure, and includes the cross-sell art for 2021 with Battle Armor, He-Man and Skeletor, She-Ra, Roboto, Merman, Zodak, Battle Cat, and Panthor. Here we have these two cats out of the package, and I'm already in love with the flocked version. Panthor should always be flocked. We're going to start by taking a look at the retail version first, just because this is the most like what we already know if you've picked up Battle Cat, and this is what, is being sold to the average consumer. So Panthor is a purple cat with a giant green saddle on his back. Unlike the vintage toy, we actually get articulation, so his mouth can move open and close. His arms move at the shoulders and at the elbows. Same in the front and the back. It is a shame that he has no articulation at the paws. That was something we got in Classics, which I think spoiled us as fans, but also just really made them extremely posable. He also has 2 articulation points at the head, which is really great. Being able to tilt and twist really gives you some nice range of motion there. My one leg feels very loose and wobbly. And that kind of is weird and annoying. Makes him feel kind of cheap. My Battle Cat doesn't have that issue. I don't know if something is just misaligned or misassembled that's making it do that. The saddle is a pretty sturdy plastic. It does have the belt, so you can remove it like the vintage ones. But I don't usually, take those off too much. Kind of just keep them on there all the time. And of course that saddle is designed to hold Skeletor. Oh, almost forgot to mention his articulation at the tail. This is a nice toy. This is great for kids. It would be great for collectors too. It's not a bad toy. It's a good price. It's around $20. Like I said, I do have that issue where this one leg is oddly loose. But other than that, and that might just be a quality control issue on this one, it's a decent toy. Now we come to the collector's edition. What have they changed? Well, they flocked him. They coated him in little fuzzy particles that make him feel like velvet, just like the original toy. And it's fantastic. I really, really love the feel of it. I really like the look of it. In fact, this looks better because it hides a little bit of the texturing. Battle Cat is very textured because he's a lion. But my vision of a panther is shorter hair, maybe, a little less shaggy, and this hides a little bit of the detail and makes his fur look a little bit smoother, and I just kind of like that look to him. It brings him back to the vintage. It also deepens the color. This is a little bit more dark purple compared to sort of the grapey purple of the other Battle Cat. It's not a huge difference, but you can see it, and I like this one better. This Battle Cat has all the same articulation. Hopefully, the flocking won't rub off as we move his joints. They did say during Classics that we couldn't get a flocked Panthor then because the articulation was going to rub the flocking off, and I do believe that to some degree that would happen. The vintage ones would rub from the saddles and playing with them, and so I know these will rub eventually too, as long as it doesn't rub with just some generic posing. If you gave this to a kid and let them play with it, yeah, I would expect some of it to rub off. If I'm a collector and I'm posing it a little bit and then basically keeping it on my shelf, I'm going to hope that the flocking doesn't really get rubbed off. Wow, some of his joints don't want to move that well. There we go. That's moving. This back leg. Oh, there we go. That one's free. I think the flocking process kind of gooped up some of these joints, kind of locking them into place a little bit. But they all seem to be working just fine, and I'm not noticing any flocking falling off or rubbing off or scraping off yet anyway. He's got the same green saddle. I think he looks fantastic and oh so wicked with Skeletor on top. So it's of my opinion that if you're a die-hard collector of Masters of the Universe, you have to have Panthor no matter what. If you are a little bit more casual collector, I feel like Battle Cat is more important than Panthor. Battle Cat and He-Man is more inseparable, maybe because the Filmation cartoon didn't actually have Skeletor ride Panthor all that often. If you're buying these toys casually and you see a retail Panthor, pick it up. You'll probably have fun with it. It's a good price, around $20. Paying double that for a Flocked Panthor at $40, I think he's a little bit more solely for the collectors, and the die-hard collectors at that. In the comments down below, let me know what you think of regular and Flocked Panthor. Thanks for watching this super exciting, outrageous toy review. Make sure to like, subscribe, and check out my other videos.